Tiki Towers. So we've seen this a couple of times in some of the earlier videos. So the first thing to notice is just a great deal of verticality in the center of the map.
Yeah, a lot of platforming challenges here, especially as you get up to that centralized Tiki Tower, which, if you can get to the top to, has a really, really great, collection of relics to go.
How do we get to the top of the tower, Lou?
Bandicootapults.
So one of the relic stations in this map is like a launcher that you can bring to life, and then your team can use it to ping yourself right over the map to land on the top of the tower.
Again, that is a Bandicootapult. I'm just going to keep saying that for
fine.
Like 40 minutes.
That's fine.
Mind.
And then the other couple of types of relic stations on this map are Bank Barrage is one, where you can cause a rain of fire to come onto the enemy's bank to make it harder for them to drop off their Wumpa and score. And then the final one we've seen already, that was Uka Uka.
It's true.
Dead center, rain of fire, turns into nighttime, balls of doom.
Yep. And, Bandicootapult. In addition to the Bandicootapults, you'll also notice kind of the way that the gem groups are done here. And so there's that centralized one, which, again, tends to end up being an area of a lot of chaos and fighting.
Yep.
But then there's also the 2 rows of gem pads kind of along the back toward the beach that I wanted to call out, because what really makes those unique is you kind of have to start at one and make your way across. And if you miss that jump, you end up having to go all the way around. And so, again, it becomes this kind of unique platforming ask when tied with kind of countering an enemy player as you're on these kind of nefariously small platforms trying to defend them from the other team.
Awesome. So let's just, before we move on to the next aspect, take a pause.
Absolutely, I'm going to pause.
We've seen the core of the game, scoring with Wumpa, boosting with the gem pads, map-specific relic stations.
That makes sense. And you'll also see, hopefully, as we've talked through this, a level of approachability. I mean, one of the things is when we get to the gameplay, there's a lot going on, there's a lot of excitement, but one of the important things for us is when we were looking at developing this game was making something, along with the map design and the activities, that anyone could hop into and play. They could focus on just collecting Wumpa and bring it to the bank, or, if you've got that platforming skill from, playing endless hours of Crash Bandicoot 4, you could be the one.
Or PvP combat skills.
That's right, or PvP combat skills. You could be, platforming and getting those gem pads. You can be taking on, and trying to knock out the Wumpa from the other enemies. There's different types of activities and different types of ways of playing the game to really find something that suits you as a player.